Okay, guys. So I want to talk about the move, particular move in MMA called the 12 to 6 elbow. What that is, if you think about it, if you look at the just a normal standard analog clock with hands, you see the mark, you see the 12 o'clock mark and the 6 o'clock mark. So basically, it's you aiming your elbow in that direction going down. I think that where I saw it being used last was in a film and notoriously or famously in a UFC fight involving John Jones and Matt Hamill. Matt Hamill. Many MMA fans, if you're watching this video, you will know the fight that I'm talking about. Um, Now, when I saw that move for the first time, I was, it looked really cool, and I wanted to learn it. Um, I mentioned it to my kickboxing coach, and he said, "Yeah, I do know the move." But someone else, or one of my other friends from university, mentioned to me that that move is definitely illegal, and I have checked online and elsewhere and around, and that is the case. But there is like a small snag in this. If you're fighting your opponent and you do have them in a certain position, say you have them on the floor, but you're lying down on the floor, you're on your back, and they're on top of you. You can hold them just by the back of their head, and you can actually from the top of their head, not from necessarily from just the lower end of their neck, because if you do that, then they've got the advantage of craning their head upwards. If you hold them from the top of their head, you can keep them there. You can, well, I'll say top of their head, but let's say from the back, you can keep their head there and you can elbow them in the top of their head. Now, in that particular situation, you're elbowing them not in the 12 to 6 position, but rather more like in a horizontal 3 to 9 o'clock position. And the same goes if you have them in any other way, but you're elbowing them in a diagonal sort of manner, say from 11 to 5, 1 to 7. But if it's 12 to 6, that is completely illegal. Now, the reason why the 12 to 6 move is illegal is for obvious reasons. Anyone looking at that fight, even men novices looking at a typical MMA fight, people who have no mixed martial arts experience, even myself, because I'm still very new to the sport. If you look at it, obviously you can see common sense will suggest that serious injury can result if one opponent should use that move on the other. There are certain soft spots of the skull that if you do break them, it can cause irreparable injury that the opponent will never ever recover from, and their life will never be the same again. Basically, life-changing injuries. But the snag and the flaw that I want to talk about is the other moves. If you have them like if you're in an 11 to 5 position, or 1 to 7 position, in a way that you kind of shifted away a little bit from the 12 to 6 position. Um, I've been told, I've found out that actually that move is actually illegal. Sorry, it's actually legal, excuse me. But the 12 to 6 is completely illegal. So I just want to get other opinions from other people whether the 12 to 6 should be made legal, or whether the other moves, the 11 to 5 to 1 to 7, 1 to 7 move, the 3 to 9 move, whether those should be made illegal as well, because more or less the same thing. You're still elbowing your opponent in the top of the head, just that you got them in a different position, different direction. So yeah, I just want to put my question and put my question out there and get some feedback from some people. Please leave any questions or any feedback you have in the comment section below. Thanks. And before I forget, guys, the footage that I showed you in this video, which demonstrates the move that I'm talking about, so you can understand what I'm talking about a lot more clearly, that I borrowed that from another YouTuber called Ramsey, Dewey. Please check out his channel. It's very informative, and it is very beneficial to people who are just getting into the sports of MMA and do like it and want to take it up as a hobby, like myself. And yeah, and what was I going to say? Yes, if you did like the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. You can catch me on Instagram. My name is IcoJarko1, and on Facebook and Twitter, my name is IcoJarko. Thanks again.